Deploying generative AI against enterprise infrastructure requires more than clever system prompts. When large language models are treated as execution engines, the inherent drift and lack of deterministic control create a massive architectural liability. Blindly trusting these models with broad OAuth access is an invitation to catastrophic failure. A single hallucinated command, a misinterpreted method or fabricated endpoint can bypass standard safeguards and trigger an irreversible wave of data deletion across your entire database. To contain this unpredictable logic, developers are forced to build massive walls of defensive code. They try to chain the AI by hard-coding custom tool wrappers and endless pre-compiled client libraries for every single REST endpoint. But injecting hundreds of static libraries instantly exhausts the context window, bloating token usage and crippling inference speed until the entire system suffocates under its own weight. Relying on rigid, boilerplate scripts is a dead end for true automation, demanding an entirely new approach to network execution. Deploying an orchestration layer no longer requires packaging massive, pre-compiled client libraries into your environment. By fusing dynamic execution frameworks, developers cross the threshold into true vibe coding, dictating complex, cross-domain workflows entirely through plain natural language. The system utilizes a single dynamic tool wrapper to seamlessly control Workspace, Analytics, Classroom, YouTube, and Cloud Resource Managers. It handles this massive scale on the fly without relying on static, hard-coded instructions. To eliminate hallucinations, the agent utilizes the Model Context Protocol to research official REST schemas and exact JSON structures before dispatching a single network call. This situational awareness extends to the environment itself, where the agent suspends its own execution thread to wait for server-side spreadsheet calculations to resolve. It even masters the flow of the data itself, autonomously aggregating massive list fragments into a single cohesive payload without human intervention. But this immense autonomous reach creates a new emergency. How can this power be contained? Security here is not an easily bypassed prompt instruction. It is a deterministic reality enforced by hard-coded local middleware. Granular role-based access control dynamically classifies every requested method string, instantly identifying rogue write or delete commands. If an action violates the hierarchical policy, the system mathematically rejects it locally, fast-failing the hallucination before it ever touches the external network. This firewall forces the orchestrator into a strict, phase-separated pipeline. This is the autonomous Google API agent, a framework that forces probabilistic text generation to submit to deterministic execution. It mathematically neutralizes the hallucination risk and secures operations across the entire ecosystem. Access the rigorous execution logs and review the framework in the official repository.